What's going on, Laker fans? 2-0, baby, 2-0. We got exactly what we wanted, man. They didn't end up stealing any games in LA. They didn't sneak up on us. More competitive than game one. I expected more to be more competitive. I expected them to give us. Like I said, I thought it was going to be a nail biter, and it looked like it was at the end of the third quarter. In the third period, it was 90-90. And that fourth quarter, Gasol just took over. Like I said, our size is just right now is just too much for them. Owed them another lucky game. As far as Stoudemire says, don't get me wrong, Amari's a great player, but what an idiot for saying that. I mean, you really want to piss a guy like Lamar Odom off and have him go off, because like I said, he's the X factor. If he gets going and he plays consistently, Lakers are going to be very hard to beat because of his size, and he's able to hit the long jumpers, the three-pointers, and he also is able to get in the paint. So we had a chance to run away with this game, but third period kind of sloppy play. We had some turnovers, and Grant Hill, he had a pretty good third quarter, and they closed that gap and they tied it. Like I said, there's no answer for Kobe, man. He kills you with point. He could kill Phoenix with points or with assists. I mean, they just have no answer for the guy. I mean, he had 13 assists, 21 points, 13 assists. First guy to do that since Magic Johnson. First Laker to do that since Magic Johnson. So it's like Phoenix, pick your poison, Phoenix. Who had a good game for them? Richardson, yeah, he had a pretty good game for them. Dudley came off the bench. He did pretty good. Hit all 5 of his threes. But the bottom line is, our bench is outplaying their bench, and that was one of their strong, their strengths. That's one of the reasons why they just steamrolled through San Antonio. Dragic and Barbosa and all those guys coming off the bench. But our bench is outplaying their bench, and that's what it's a relief. As for I know it's a relief for Laker fans for us to see that. Farmer here had 2 big threes in that fourth period. One to break the tie and one to break it. I think the hit 3 that he hit. I think he might have put us up by double digits, I think. But that's what we like to see. Brown, a couple big shots. Bynum was excellent. He had 13 points or 15 points? 13 or 15 points. But he had like 11 or 13 in the first half, and he is, like I said, that's all we need from the guy is 11, 12 points, and a few boards here and there. If we get that from him, and then plus with Lamar putting up the numbers that he's putting up in these 2 games, I'm stress free. I was a little stressed out though when I was coming home from lunch and I seen that on my phone in the third period that it was 90-90, and I was like, what the hell's going on? Because I know we were up by 9 at halftime, but we pulled away. Like I figured we were gonna pull away, just because we wore them down. As soon as they made that, I knew they were gonna make a push, but it was like a little too early, and we just wore them down. They spent all that energy trying to come back, but I was like, and we still got a full period. Should I put this team away? And if I expected to be close probably like the whole game, and once it was like we were up at like 14 points, I was like, we pretty much got the game, but you got to give those guys credit. They came running back, and I was like, what the hell is going on? They better not. I know it goes to every Laker fan. What the fuck is going on with these guys? They better not fucking be sleeping. It's like, you better fucking turn it up, and sure enough, they did. Gasol was a monster in that fourth period, man. I think he had like 14 points. He finished the game with 29 points. We had like 14 points. The guy's a monster. Our size, like I said, is giving him trouble, and if there's any Phoenix Suns fans that watch this video, or there's any Utah fans that watch my other vlogs, the reason why I say, the things that I say, like, Utah, I prefer that matchup, and Suns, I prefer this matchup, is no disrespect to that team. It's just that I prefer that matchup because I know, it favors us, and so far it has. And, I don't just say it just to be a dick or because, I don't know shit. I mean, obviously I do know some stuff. If I prefer that matchup and it's going our way. But we're gonna have our hands full. The series is far from over. We're up 2-0. All we did was hold home court like we're supposed to. It's going to shift over to Phoenix on Sunday, and that's going to be, they're going to be excited and energetic. We've dealt with, first 2 rounds, we've dealt with those crowds before, so there's no doubt we could take 1 or 2 in Phoenix, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. I want to grab, take it 1 game at a time. I want to grab game 3 to kind of like break their backs. In the series before this series, soon game 3 was a freaking battle against Utah. I mean, that was a classic. But as soon as we grabbed that game 3, they kind of, like I said, tuck tail and run. They just figured, it's over. They kind of threw the towel in. Hopefully we could do that with the Suns. Nash is not going to give up. He could be down 3-0 and down by 30 points in game 4, and he's not going to give up. The guy's he's awesome, man. I have a lot of respect for that guy. He just plays the game. Mari, he's a good player too, but he has a big mouth. And Lamar's shut it up twice already, so hopefully Lamar will just keep it going. So I mean, it feels good to be up 2-0. Still got a long ways to go. We want that revenge, against those Suns in 06-07. Never count our chickens or eggs before they hatch, that saying. But let's all save the smack talking for the Suns until we put them out. Let's save it for that. I wanna run my mouth so bad, but I mean that's one of my rules to not do that because sometimes you look pretty dumb. I've done that when I was younger and I look pretty dumb, so I don't like to do it anymore. But we'll just wait for that. Hopefully that 4th win, and then we could really rub it in. Because it's not 06-07 no more, it's 2010. So, like I said, game 3 on Sunday. Hopefully we get that one, and once we get that one, we can start bringing out the brooms. Right now it's too early, but once we get game 3, we start bringing out the brooms. So until then, go Lakers.